The bleach stung my nose as I scrubbed the concrete floor of the abandoned townhouse, my knees aching through my worn sweatpants. The overhead bulb flickered like it was struggling to stay alive, just like me. Another night. Another safe house. Another pile of cash I desperately needed. I shouldn't have been here. No one with sense worked for the Valente family unless they had a death wish or a debt they could never repay. Me? I had both. Camila, my sister's voice echoed in my head. Promise me you'll keep Mateo safe. I had promised. And promises weren't something you broke when the person you made them to was buried 6 months later. A bitter breeze swept in through the cracked window. Midtown lights blinked in the distance, mocking me with the life I'd never live. The safe house was quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that makes the air feel heavy like it's holding its breath. I pushed a loose curl out of my face and stood, stretching my aching back. The mop water was gray now, tinted with dust, grime, and regret. My phone buzzed with another ignored message from the hospital. My brother Mateo's seizures were getting worse. The bills were getting higher. That's why I said yes when the cleaning agency offered triple pay for special clients. I didn't know the client was the Valente crime syndicate until I walked into my first assignment and saw guns on the table and blood on the floor. Tonight's safe house was different, though. Felt, watched. My instincts prickled. Then I heard it, a quiet click. The unmistakable sound of a gun safety sliding off. I froze mid-step. A voice, smooth, deep, dangerous, filled the room behind me. Turn around. Slowly. My heartbeat punched against my ribs. I lifted my hands. Turned. And everything changed. A man stepped out of the shadows. Tall. Broad. Deadly. He wore a fitted black coat over a dark shirt, open at the collar. Tattoos snaked up his throat, disappearing beneath fabric. His hair, black, wavy, fell slightly across his forehead, framing sharp cheekbones and a jaw that looked carved from stone. His eyes. God, his eyes. Steel gray. Cold enough to freeze fire. Luca De Santis. Underboss of the Valente family. The man whose orders made people disappear. I'd seen his face on news articles, police bulletins, whispered gossip in the cleaning agency. But none of those prepared me for the real thing. He assessed me with a stare that stripped me bare. You're not supposed to be here tonight. His voice was quiet, controlled, much more dangerous than shouting. I got the assignment from the agency, I stammered. He stepped closer, slowly. Predator approaching prey. Didn't anyone tell you this safe house is hot? I just clean, sir. A muscle in his jaw twitched. He reached out, gripping my wrist, firm, not painful, pulling up my sleeve. The bruise underneath was dark and recent. His eyes snapped to mine. Hard. Sure. Lethal. Who touched you? I jerked my arm back. It's nothing. It's not nothing. His tone was no longer cold. It was dangerous in a whole new way. Someone hurt you, he said, stepping closer. And I want to know who. That was the hook. Because in those gray eyes, beneath the fury, I saw something I shouldn't have seen. Concern. Real. Undeniable. Terrifying. Luca orders me to sit. I refuse. He steps closer and my knees buckle anyway. He gives me water. He asks questions. He studies every flinch. He finds out about Mateo. About the hospital bills. About my sister's death. About the landlord threatening eviction. He listens. Really listens. Then he says the most dangerous words of my life. You're not working for that agency anymore. You're working for me. I shake my head. I don't want to be involved in whatever this is. You already are, he says softly. I tell him I can't accept charity. It's not charity, he replies. It's employment, security, protection. And then the real reason, and because I don't like knowing someone hurt you. Luca moves me and Mateo into a protected apartment in one of his properties. He places guards. He pays Mateo's next round of treatments before I can protest. He leaves money on the table for groceries. He texts me to ask if the heat in the apartment is too low. He buys my brother noise-canceling headphones when sirens ignite his anxiety. He learns Mateo's routines. His favorite foods. His tics. His fears. He learns mine too. Luca begins taking me to his meetings quietly. Not as decoration. Not as arm candy. As his shadow. You see things people don't notice, he tells me. You listen better than my men. And you don't fear me. I laugh at that. I fear him plenty. But I'm drawn to him too. He shows me a side of him the world doesn't know. A man whose mother abandoned him. A man raised by violence. A man who never lets anyone close. A man who sleeps 3 hours a night. A man who has nightmares he hides behind cold eyes. He lets me see the softness under the scars. Late nights in his office. Quiet dinners in his kitchen. Moments where he stands too close, breath warm against my skin. He brushes my hair behind my ear. He bandages my hand when I cut it. He watches me when he thinks I'm not looking. He starts calling me Camila instead of Martinez. Say my name, he tells me one night while pouring whiskey. Luca, I whisper. He closes his eyes like the sound touches something he buried long ago. A rival family, the Serranos, learn Luca has a weakness. Not money. Not power. Me. They send a note. Pretty maid. Pretty target. Luca loses it. He storms into my apartment at midnight, grabs my shoulders, checks every window, every door. You're moving into my penthouse, he says. It's the only safe place. I argue. He growls, Camila. Do not fight me on this. He's scared. Truly scared. 2 nights later, Serrano men ambush Luca's convoy. I see it on the news and break down. He disappears for 18 hours. No calls. No messages. Nothing. I think he's dead. I can barely breathe. When he returns, bruised, blood-stained, furious, he pulls me against him before I can speak. You cried? He asks, voice low and raw. For me? I thought you were gone. His jaw tightens. I'm not leaving you. Do you hear me? I'm not. Later, while Luca is out handling Serrano business, men break into the building looking for me. Security stops them. Barely. Luca arrives and sees police cars. Sees my shaking hands. Sees Matteo terrified in the stairwell. He snaps. He murders one of Serrano's lieutenants that night. Not out of mafia duty. Out of instinct. Because they threatened me. He doesn't hide it. I'd kill anyone who tries to take you from me, he whispers against my hair, voice trembling with adrenaline and something deeper. Anyone. The Serrano boss himself targets me. He sends men to grab me during one of Matteo's hospital checkups. They corner me in the parking garage. I shield Matteo with my body. One man grabs my arm. The same spot as the bruise weeks ago. I scream. Matteo cries. Cars pass but don't stop. Then a roar. A crash. Gunshots. Luca. He arrives like wrath incarnate. He kills 2 men. Wounds the 3rd. Then he kneels. Right there on the cold concrete. Bloody. Shaking. He cups my face like he's terrified I'm a hallucination. Camila, he breathes. I can't lose you. I touch his cheek. Luca. He kisses me. Art. Desperate. Years of suppressed emotion breaking all at once. When he finally pulls away, he rests his forehead on mine. Marry me. The words are hoarse. Bruh. Be mine. Let me protect you. Let me protect Matteo. Let me love you. I whisper the only answer I could ever give, yes. 1 year later, Matteo runs through the rooftop garden of Luca's new estate. The guards smile at him. He smiles back. My shy, brilliant brother finally safe enough to be a child again. I sit beside Luca at a long table, sunlight warming our faces. He wears no armor today. No guns, no cold expressions. Just a man in love. He touches my wedding ring. Still surreal? He asks. Still perfect, I say. He smirks. I'm not perfect. You are to me. He hooks a finger under my chin. And you, Camila, are the only thing in this world I'd die for. I kiss him softly. No, I whisper. You're the man who lives for us now. He closes his eyes. Smiles. For the first time, truly unburdened. We watch Matteo chase butterflies between potted lemon trees. My tough mafia husband, my little brother, and the sun setting behind the city. A family built from pain. Healed by love. Strengthened by survival. Together. Always. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos like this.